sacred sites did was there any smudging there?
That's Chris. Oh, here he comes right now.
Huh? Yeah, he is.
Hey, Chris. Hey, let me ask you a question, man. Before the actual groundbreaking began on both this site and the other sites, was this area properly blessed before you impacted the ground?
I shredded, I had some tobacco I threw around.
Did you also smudge?
Yeah.
You did? Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Are you a qualified person to bless the ground, to use the medicine to bless the area that you're impacting?
I did just enough to just I mean, I'm not qualified enough.
Highly visited area, and it's part of our job when we do have to excavate these sites to share the information that we get with the public.
Everybody knows that these are sites.
Actually, this is a site that we do interpret whether we excavate here or not. There are signs here describing it as an Indian village, and the reason we interpret this location is because it's on the regular range of patrol. So there are procedures in place to protect the site.
I don't think you're kind of at the limits of what the Antiquities Act intends in keeping these things secret from the general public for the sake of these people whose ancestors were.
I believe we're within the limits of all the laws on interpreting these places, just as other places interpret heritage regardless of whose it is.
Do you plan on, if you're doing any more excavation, do you plan on telling people where at?
It depends on the location. If it's something like this, yes. If it's someplace that isn't regularly visited by the public, no.
It's been a long time since I've seen you were. Let me on school.
Hey, how are you doing? Didn't recognize you.
Yeah, a letter. Something where you guys are digging it.
You mean, I thought you meant, are we going to advertise to the public? This is what we're doing.
To the people.
To the Indian people? Is that what you mean? Yes, we do. We consult with the...
Each spot where you guys do that?
Yes. Yeah. And we do it as part of whether we're just going out to see if there are sites there, or if we're doing something like this, which is actually very late in the steps that we go through. This is considered data recovery before construction. So that's what we're doing.
What I don't understand is this thing has gone on for years and years, and everybody knows what's here already. So why do they have to keep digging and picking up obsidian flakes and all that? Why is that?
Well, the excavation here is part of a research design where we have some specific questions about what else we can learn. The lake we have excavated here 2 times in the past, and they've been pretty small sample excavations. And Mark Hale is the project archaeologist and could probably...
I worked on some of those as well, previous in the park. I've walked up, so I don't know.
She wanted to know, why are we digging here again? We've dug here before.
Well, part of that, on a purely, we know we're having impacts. All these units are places that we're mitigating impacts from the construction. And that's why a sample's here, and a sample's taken over there, because that's going to be where the restrooms are moving. So these are placed specifically to get a sample out before any earth-moving activities occurs, even if it's, ripping up pavement, moving utilities.
And where did you say they were moving the bathroom from?
They're taking they're demolishing that bathroom and they're building a new bathroom actually off the edge of the site. In that portion.
These samples that come out of the ground, we make them out. Where are they going to go from here?
Ultimately, where they're finally resting.
Not hopefully, where are they going to go?
No, I said ultimately.
Yeah, in other words, the artifacts that are found in the ground here is a specific place.
Ultimately, they end up back in the park.
Where?
That's why I didn't know.
In the museum.
In the museum.
See, where
do they go in the meantime?
Hey, Laura? Well, we have to do analysis on them. It would not do us any good just to excavate materials and then have them
Where does that happen at?
In a variety of places, we'll have specialists. Obsidian which is primarily what we get, and it's the flaking debris from obsidian from manufactured stone tools. Obsidian is not a stable element. It absorbs water. And so one of the things we do is we can look at those specimens and we can look at how old, but we can also tell how much the site perhaps has been mixed up, because if we start finding younger stuff above older, it tells us how intact. And that
My question is, where does that happen?
Well, we will do the lab work in Chico, California.
And how long does that take
well,
take a couple months.
Yeah, a few months.
Do all our special studies.
And then the plan is for the stuff that you find to be returned here.
Yeah, not the plan. It is. We've done.
Yeah.